While I know it seems as though Blank is attempting to be kind and cooperative by offering to front the initial cost of the hair follicle test, the court should be aware that he is only using this as a way to further traumatize my client. We are all aware that my client has a history of Dr. OGUs due to her previous health conditions and has worked extremely hard to remain clean and sober. Forcing her to submit to testing when she is clean is a major trigger and could potentially affect her sobriety. My client has offered documentation from her previous court-appointed counselor attesting to her sobriety, and we respectfully ask the court to accept this as evidence of her maintained sobriety. Your Honor, Ms. Digger has admitted to my client in writing on multiple occasions that she is not sober and has continued to use certain controlled substances. We have submitted this documentation to the courts. I said I smoked weed. I'm not doing anything bad, and it has medicinal benefits. Is that seriously what he's trying to use to keep me from my own child? Has a doctor prescribed you this treatment plan? I've been told by medical professionals that it is a very effective treatment plan for people who have experienced the trauma I have. Oh, I am sure, and I am not negating that some medical professionals would recommend that kind of treatment plan. I'm simply asking if you yourself were prescribed that plan. No, but I have done my research and know that this is the best plan for me to stay clean and on the right path, and clearly it's working. Despite everything your client has thrown at me to ruin my life even more. Your Honor, Ms. Digger plainly admits in open court that she is using a controlled substance and refuses to submit to the requested testing. Clearly, we cannot take her word that she is not using any other substance and need to order this testing. Obviously, my client will be willing to submit to testing. We just believe to protect her mental health and prevent further trauma that she be allowed to set the testing date and mentally prepare hers. LF, instead of Blank deciding when and where. Wonderful. We are more than happy to agree to that, so long as the testing is a hair follicle test at a reputable. And once my client has provided a clean hair follicle test, we expect that some sort of visitation begin immediately. We do not believe that this is in the best interest of the child. In fact, we have an affidavit from the child's therapist stating that reunification should not begin without appropriate professional mental health counselors being involved and approving it. We do insist that Ms. Digger begin reunification therapy with an agreed-upon therapist in the area. And once the therapist believes she is of sound mental health, to begin in-person visits with daughter. We would agree to daughter beginning reunification therapy with her mother. My client has completed her court-ordered therapy sessions and had no recommendation to continue if she did not wish to. Forcing additional therapy sessions would only be a stalling tactic to prevent her from seeing her child. Ensuring that both she and daughter are mentally and emotionally prepared for something as big as reunifying after years apart, due to the trauma and neglect your client forced on daughter, would only be beneficial to both parties. One session, that's it, and then I can see. Mr. Blank, what is your opinion on the matter? One session is nowhere near enough. Daughter has worked so hard to overcome what she has been through, and I refuse to put her in a situation that could ruin her progress. I want proof that Gold Digger is prepared to do what it takes to be a healthy and loving mother too. Our child. I know Goldie, and I've seen firsthand how she can commit to something at first, and then disappear once it gets difficult, or she is no longer interested. Daughter does not deserve to have her mother disappear from her life once again. Oh my God, and whose fault is it that I disappeared from her life before Douglas? You took her from me and caused all of this. You know it, and so do I. This type of behavior and inability to admit to previous wrongdoing is exactly why my client is so hesitant on reintroducing daughter to Ms. Digger. Counselor, I warned you to keep your client under control. I have heard enough. This session is over, and both parties will receive the court's determination within this amount of time. Both parties are dismissed.